Brain hack. Do you ever walk into a room and forget why you're there? Or maybe you meet someone new and forget their name seconds later. It's frustrating, right? But what if I told you it's not because you're getting older or your brain is broken? In fact, your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. And today, I'm going to show you a simple, science-backed trick that can help you remember things faster, longer, and with less effort. No supplements, no fancy apps, just your brain doing what it does best. Let's start with a quick truth. Your brain doesn't forget because it's weak, it forgets because it's overwhelmed. Every second, you're hit with thousands of pieces of information, emails, texts, headlines, conversations, and your brain filters most of it out just to keep you sane. That's why you forget what you were about to do, or what someone just said. The trick isn't to force your brain to remember more, it's to train it to focus on the right things. And that's where the 3-second reset comes in. Here's how it works. The next time you need to remember something, whether it's a name, a task, or a thought, pause for 3 seconds. Look away from distractions and repeat it out loud, or visualize it clearly in your mind. That tiny pause tells your brain, this is important. And when you do that consistently, your brain starts to prioritize that information. It's like creating a mental highlight reel. Your brain now knows what to keep and what to discard. Studies show that this kind of intentional focus boosts memory retention by over 40%. And the best part? You can do it anywhere, no tools, no tech. Just you and 3 seconds of focus. Let's try it right now. Think of the last thing you forgot today. Now pause for 3 seconds and replay it in your head, or say it out loud. That's the reset. Do this with names, tasks, ideas, even passwords, and watch how your brain starts to change. Now here's a second trick, and it's surprisingly powerful. It's called the mental location method, also known as the memory palace. Your brain is wired to remember places more easily than abstract information. So the next time you need to memorize a list, a speech, or even talking points for a meeting, don't just repeat them. Imagine placing each item in a specific room in your house. For example, you need to remember eggs, charger, meeting at 2 o'clock. Picture the eggs on your kitchen counter, your charger on your bathroom sink, and the 2 o'clock meeting happening in your living room. Sounds silly, but this engages the spatial memory system in your brain, which is far stronger than rote memorization. Studies have shown that using location-based memory can improve recall by up to 80%. That's the same technique used by world memory champions. And now, it's yours. So next time you're about to forget something, use the 3-second reset, or take a walk through your memory palace. Your brain is powerful, you just need to show it what matters. And now, here's a third technique, and it might be the most underrated. It's called retrieval practice. Instead of trying to remember by repeating things over and over, you force your brain to recall information without looking at it. Why? Because every time you retrieve something from memory, you strengthen the neural path to that piece of information. It's like working out a muscle. Let's say you just learned 5 new facts. Most people reread them, but instead, close your eyes and try to recall them one by one without checking. Then, go back and see what you missed. This simple act of pulling the info out from your brain, rather than putting it in, builds long-term memory like nothing else. In fact, research from cognitive science shows that retrieval practice can double your ability to remember something days later. And here's the best part, it works better when you actually make mistakes. Struggling to remember and then correcting yourself is far more powerful than perfect repetition. So if you're studying, prepping for a presentation, or just trying to lock in something important, to yourself before you review, close your notes. Ask yourself questions, force your brain to do the work. Because when you recall, you retain. Combine this with the 3-second reset and the memory palace, and you're not just remembering, you're rewiring your brain for better memory every day. If that helped you, hit like, drop your favorite tip in the comments, and subscribe for more science-based brain upgrades you can actually use.